Hey guys, I'm Nesta Enna. Today I'm going to run you guys through my latest ReactJS project, which is an internship pre-selection project given to me by Digital Renter. Basically, the project was to replicate a landing page for a real estate company while inspiring myself from a design from Sophie Inasaridze on Dribbble. I've dropped the link in the description below. You could check it out. Okay, let's get into it. So, for this project, as I earlier said, I use ReactJS. For the styling, I use Tailwind CSS, and for the icons, I use Font Awesome and React Icons. For the images, I got them from Unsplash, which is a website which provides free images. Going through the app, here we are at our viewport, which contains our landing view component, our navbar. Scrolling down, we have our options components, then the feature property section, which contains the featured components. Okay, we are our about section. For these images right here, I used Figma to design them. Equally, for the image at the bottom here, I used Figma to design them. Here we have our buttons and about our company. We have right here the ratings component. So that's it. Let's get to the code. In order to have my code online, I created a repository on GitHub, and I've dropped the link down below in the description. You could go check it out. So my main folder here is my asset folder, which contains my React app. My source folder contains my app.js, definitely, and I created a pages folder to store all the pages I'll create in this project. For the components, I created a components folder to store all of them. For the images I used in this project, I stored them in the public folder. I did this because it will be easy for me to refer to them when writing their directory in their source attribute. Okay, let's get into the core of the app. So let me open my app.js file. My app.js file contains my homepage. I rendered it here in order to display my app. Without this, my app wouldn't load if I don't refer to my page here. So going to my page, I go to my home.js file. My home.js file basically contains all the components I used in this page and other divs are used to add content to my landing page. So for basically right up here, I imported all my components. Right here, the icons I used, and definitely React. Okay, going to my here at this level, I basically passed in the values for each options which I used in the options, which I called the options component right here. So those are the various values I use for the options. Right here at the properties, the properties which I used for a featured property component. I use a featured property component to display this property component. It takes a little time to load. This property is right here. That is where I used my properties right here. So for the ratings right here, I used this right here and called my rating component right here. Okay, going to my components folder, I created this carousel as a component because I'll probably use it in the future. The future is another project, so it was just easy for me to do it right here. For the future properties, as I explained earlier, was to display all the properties in this box right here, this component right here. Imported my icons right here because basically its icons were the main thing to import in this component. Rendered all my properties correctly. Going to my land view component. My land view component basically contains all of these at the viewport, excluding the navbar. So all of these right here, I decided to create it as a component just in case I have to use it in the future. So that's it. Actually, React basically helps us create reusable components in order for us to be faster in our coding, I guess, in order for us to just reduce all the work. For my navbar, I equally imported icons because I already made icons. Oh, this I did not use this icon, so I'm going to remove it. Right, okay. So here for the links, I use this component for the links. I rendered it right here on the ordered list in order to get them properly. Let me clean up this code. Okay, looks prettier this way. Going to my options component. Basically, this was the component I used for this section in order to display these boxes right here. I use the options component. Didn't really have to import icons right here because my icons are referred into my home.js because my options, all the items for my options are gathered here, and it's in this that I call the icons I'm going to use in each option. Okay, for my ratings component, I have it right here. imported all the icons I had to use right here from both font awesome and React icons. I have it right here. This below are the stars. It takes a little time to load. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the internet connection. For these stars right here, I used this. So that's basically it. There's no other major. Oh right, for my Tailwind Tailwind basically helped me do all of this, like write less CSS in the CSS file in the form of these short abbreviations right here. W-5 on 12, this is for the width of my component. Rounded LG for border radius. When you hover around, you could get it what they mean. For rounded -LG, you have border radius of 0.5 rem. For BG, white, I guess you guessed that one. Background color RGB 255, which is white. So that was basically. For any other extra styling, I did it in my tailwind.config.js file. So that's basically it for this project. This is my app.js file. So that's basically it for my project. Going back to our landing page, this is it right here. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.